A decapitated baby, shredded bodies, and families torn apart. These are just some of the scenes many of us would have witnessed coming out of Gaza as a result of Israeli massacres almost every day this past week. This UNRWA clinic housing displaced Palestinians in the Jabalia refugee camp in North Gaza was directly targeted on Wednesday the 2nd of April. 22 people were killed, 9 of whom were children. And on Thursday, Israel struck this school housing displaced people and killed over 24 people in a matter of minutes. This is the mother of the child whose head was severed from its body by an Israeli airstrike on Wednesday. Amal, which means hope, was the name of her baby girl who was only 20 days old. Her sister cried as she hugged her mother and said she was looking forward to growing up with her baby sister. The rest of the children and their father were also killed in that same Israeli strike. That same day in Khan Yunis in South Gaza, an Israeli strike killed over 12 people, with Palestinians describing how those killed were found shredded and scattered in pieces. 100 Palestinians were killed just on Wednesday as Israel rapidly escalated its deadly attacks across the Gaza Strip. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that Israel is shifting gears in Gaza, escalating attacks and occupying more of the territory. However, children in Gaza have been some of the worst affected throughout this war, a generation traumatized by the mass killings and violence they have witnessed firsthand, witnessing their own family members killed and houses destroyed in front of their eyes. Horrific scenes emerge almost daily of shredded bodies and people with their limbs blown off being extracted from under the rubble of buildings and tents hit by Israeli strikes. This is not the first time Israeli strikes killed and decapitated a young child in Gaza. In May 2024, an Israeli strike on tents housing displaced people in Rafah in South Gaza killed 45 people. Shocking scenes that night saw a man hold up the body of a lifeless child whose head was cut off from his body from the Israeli strike. Gaza now has the largest orphan crisis in modern history. Over 39,000 children have lost one or both of their parents in Gaza, according to this recent report. Since Israel resumed its war on Gaza on the 18th of March, after breaking the ceasefire agreement, it has killed over 1,100 Palestinians, over 300 of whom have been young children. And it's not just from Israeli airstrikes. A recent investigation by Al Jazeera Fault Lines with doctors who worked in Gaza throughout this war revealed that Palestinian children were being admitted to hospital with bullets in their heads, the result of direct targeting by Israeli forces.